Sweet. I wanted to come on here, boys. It's been a while since I made the last video. Wanted to come on here, tell you what my situation is. So yeah, like I say, when I made that last video, I had pretty much nothing. I just quit my 9 to 5, a load of debt, pretty much no income. We signed a few clients by that point, but nothing too major. Like you're looking at a few £100 retainers, and yeah, so it was tough times, but I took the leap. I really did take the leap with it. So yeah, this video is about where I'm at now, why have I got here, how have I got here, and what I think it's really down to. So yeah, I'm gonna break that down for you. But like I say, I quit my job at the end of February. Had to do like a notice period. Got sacked early, pretty much, because I was caught hustling here, next door to the office. And yeah, so when I made that video, we had maybe one client and hardly making anything, right? But that didn't matter because there was one thing that really pushed me to where I am today, and that was just pure persistence. Since then, there's been ups, there's been downs. When I first quit my job and coming here every day trying to hustle, like I would worry sometimes about how I'm going to pay the bills and stuff like this because, I've just quit my job. I don't know where the money's coming from. But then we had some absolute blinding days. Since that point, I've made over £10,000 online using my SMMA business, and this is why I think I've got there, how I think I've got there, and what I sort of put it down to really. So, the first thing that I'd done was focused on one niche and got very specific with it, and then essentially what I did in that niche was I found how I could get good results for the client, and then after I was able to get good results for the client, I could then double down and just focus on that and leverage case studies, stuff like this. Obviously, at the start, that's what I had to test so that I could, find out where I could get results and stuff. But yeah, I tested loads of different stuff in the past and it didn't work out. But I went into exterior cleaning, realized I could get results. Then I started to leverage those case studies and stuff like that. So after I had, got the first client in that niche, got the results for them, that was it. We were off. But obviously, at the start, what you've got to do is, pick a niche, be very specific with it, become an expert in that industry, and really focus on that. Don't look over here, don't look over there. Focus on that. Find, like, you got to realize you can get results in that niche and then just double down on it and just become an expert at that. So that's what I did. Picked the exterior cleaner niche, got good results. Then I just doubled down and focused all my outreach to that niche, as well as inbound methods of getting clients as well, and leveraging case studies and stuff like this to double down on that industry. And the second thing was consistency. It was turning up every day and doing the same thing no matter what. Doesn't matter how I feel, doesn't matter about any of that crap, right? I would turn up every single day and do the same thing until I get to my goal. Because there's good days, there's bad days. It doesn't matter. You've got to push through the bad days, and that's why you get the good days. Because God has rewarded you for the bad days when you kept pushing through and you stayed consistent no matter what. Even now, I still turn up here every day because I love the game, but you've got to stay consistent with it. So this is what I did. I turned up every day. I'd be, calling 100 calls, 200 calls. At the start, it's not what I do now, to be honest. But at the start, when I had no capital to invest in like ads or anything like this, I had to, focus all my time on what's going to bring the most money in and get the most calls in the diary, which was just smashing out cold calls all day long. And it was fucking brutal. And yeah, of course, I didn't want to do it, but did I want to stay poor? Did I want to go back to that job? So it wasn't even a question for me whether I had to pick up the phone or not. I knew that I had to pick up the phone to get where I am now. So that was another thing. It was just pure consistency every single day, turning up, doing what you have to do to move the needle forward for the business. Another point on that as well is being time efficient and not wasting time doing things that aren't going to benefit you, like, wasting time making fucking Instagram posts or doing crap like that. That works a lot easier now. If I do organic content, I can get a lot of inquiries through that, but that's only because of where I built up to. So, when you are at the start, you can't spend your time wasting fucking around doing websites and shit like that. You've got to focus on what actually gets the money in, what gets the meetings in the diary, and just really just channel into that, and you will get there eventually. I remember like a few of my old videos, I said there's going to be a big breakthrough for me next year because I know of how consistent I'll be. I know I won't give up, and I didn't give up. And since my last video, when I quit my job, I've made over £10,000 online using the SMMA model, and I'm only just getting started on my journey. So this is what I put it down to. This is where we're at, and yeah, look forward to the next video, boys.